Hello everyone and welcome. I'm glad you could join me again today. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Susan Malloy and I am with Silver Lady Stamping. So the card I'm going to show you today is once again with the, let's see, this way. Once again with the medium daisy punch. So the card that I just recently did was also with the medium daisy punch, and it was white on white, very simple, elegant card, so pretty. So I'm continuing to play with that punch, which is going to be retiring once the 2023 catalog comes out, but in the meantime I'm having fun with it. So this card, while the previous one was punched out with just basic white cardstock, this one I used fine shimmer paper, which comes in, let's see, Fresh Freesia, soft succulent, and gold color. So I'm gonna flip the camera down and we'll get started. So this is another view of the card. I don't want the light to be hitting it and bouncing off into your eyes. So Fresh Freesia, the gold, and the soft succulent. Fresh Freesia is continuing into the 2023 catalog, even though it is an in color for the term 2021 to 2023. This one is being carried over, but not as an in color, but a core color. Soft Succulent is also one of the, this one is retiring from the 2021-23 in colors, so that's going away, and gold is just a generic color in the fine shimmer paper. So I'll show you the fine the fine shimmer paper. Excuse me. And I'll pull out the three colors, and you'll be able to see I've already been punching out of them. So these are just so nice because they're glittery, but not that heavy glitter. It's just embedded very smooth surface, but shiny, glittery. You'll love that. Such pretty colors together. So I decided I would make more cards with it with the medium daisy punch. So we'll bring in that punch. Now, what I did for the base was I created the base out of Fresh Freesia. It measures 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored right down the middle at 4.25. Then I took a piece of basic white measuring 5.25 by 4 inches, and I embossed it. I already went ahead and embossed it with the Pretty Flowers embossing folder. This is such a pretty embossing folder. You can see it has a lot of details to it. Very pretty, very pretty. I thought this would be a good one for this card. So you can see the details in it. It's just so nice. So we'll tack it down onto, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and tack down that layer. And Fresh Freesia is just such a pretty color, and I was really glad to hear that Stampin' Up! Decided to keep it as one of their core colors. It must have been very popular, and it must have been selling very well, because if it weren't selling well, then they would have just let it retire with the other colors. But it must be a very popular color, and that's probably one of the reasons they decided to continue it. So now we have the three colors, and we're going to stamp out 2 of each. And this is just such an easy way to get a design. So we'll punch out one and punch out another one. All right, 2. Now we'll do some soft succulent. And we'll do 2 in the gold. Okay. That's all we're going to need. That wasn't that fast? That's just so fast. That's what makes punches so great. Punches. All right, so what we're going to do is use the mini glue dots to stick these together. So you'll just take one of the daisies and just press it against. So the glue dots are on the strip, not on the main part of it. They're on the strip. All right, we take your other one and mount it right on top and with the leaves in between, and then run your thumbnail or your scissors along the leaves, or the petals I should say, not the leaves, and curl them a little bit, just a little bit. You see, so it's like a little bit curled up. Okay, so we'll put another glue dot. Same thing, you'll just put it in between and curl it. And for the last one. The glue dots just make it so much easier, and just by pressing it onto the strip and getting your little glue dot, I mean, you don't have to use liquid glue or, you know, Stampin' Seal or any other adhesive. This just makes it so clean, no sticky fingers. Just run your finger down it or use your scissors, as I said. Okay, now you have the 3. So I'll bring the card back in. So really all I did was mount the 3 of them, and I think I used dimensionals. Yes, I did. So I'll bring in my dimensionals. And they fit just perfectly. The regular size dimensionals, they fit perfectly on the back. Okay. Now I'm going to start, as I did with the other one, I'm going to start with the gold. Pick a spot and just press it in place. I'll use the Fresh Freesia. I'm going to just put it very close to the other one. And now our soft succulent. Okay, I don't need the dimensionals anymore. Now, for this one, I used, for the sentiment, I used Happy Birthday that I got from the Queen Bee stamp set. Now, I have, you know, the go-to greeting stamp set, which is great and has Happy Birthday, and you could put it straight across. I had this big, you know, you have this big open space, and I didn't want to just put a sentiment label going across, which you could. I wanted one that was you know, up and down rather than all on one line, and this way it kind of fills in the open space. Now I went ahead and stamped it because when I was playing around with it yesterday, I was having a little bit of a problem with my alignment, and it kept kind of going wonky, and I said, you know, I don't need to be doing that over and over again, you know, on camera. So I figured I would go ahead and stamp it. And then what I did for the die cut, and I just stamped it in black ink. And then the Queen Bee bundle has this really nice sentiment label, which is a stitched sentiment label. So I used that to die cut the label, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on it. Just three dimensionals will do it. And I'm just going to place it about there. And then I have these two gold pieces that are also from the Queen Bee set, and they're two very detailed dies. So as you can see, when you die cut them, they have, sometimes you'll get a die that is just like this. It's just an outline. But these dies have some dimension right in the middle. So I'm using those. They do have a coordinating stamp right here, but you can just die. Well, no, that's a different one. That's smaller. But anyway, I use those flowers, and I die cut them from a piece of gold foil. So you can get these gold foil sheets, and there are silver foil sheets in the catalog. So I got a piece of, or you could even do it from the gold shimmer paper if you don't have the gold foil, but I happened to have the gold foil, so that's what I did. Now I want to use, I'm going to bring back my mini glue dots. And I want to just put a small glue dot in the middle of, on the back of the small one, and adhere the petals in between. Like that. And then I want to get oh God, it's escaping me, a stylus, right? And I want to put it right in the center of it, and just press it down a little bit. Actually, you know what I have that's a better, Stampin' Up's piercing mat is a good tool for this. So you take your stylus, put it in the center of the flower, and you press it down. I'll do it sort of from the side. And you can see it squishes down. Right, just put it in right in the middle and squish it down, and it will curl up. See what it does? So that's kind of great. Now, if you don't have that, I think you could probably just take your fingers around, press them from the bottom and press the flower petals together, and maybe even achieve the same results. But if you want to give it a try, put it on the pierce the Stampin', because this is spongy, and just press your stylus right in the middle. So what I'm going to do is take another mini dimensional, not dimensional, I keep saying dimensional, glue dot. I want another glue dot. And I'm going to just put it, I'm going to put it not onto the sentiment label, but down just right next to it, with the leaves kind of going over the edge of the sentiment label. And then, let's see, let me bring in my Take Your Pick tool. See, the Take Your Pick tool also has, I was using a stylus that I got at the dollar store, right? But the Take Your Pick tool, which I also have, has a large and a small stylus that is interchangeable on your tool. But I'm going to bring out my Take Your Pick tool because I want the the sharp pointy thing so that I can get some sequins. Now these are the pastel adhesive backed sequins, and I want to get just a small one for the center of this. So I'm gonna, whoop, oh, I don't even know where that just went. Just popped off. Okay, let me get another one. I'm just gonna put it right in the center. And then I'm going to take a large gold one and put it in the center of the gold shimmer paper. I'm gonna pop these up a little bit more. And I want to take a large kind of pink one and put that on top of the Fresh Freesia. And because I don't have a soft succulent sequin, I'm going to use one of these blue shimmer ones and put that in the center. Then I want, all right, so I'm going to set these aside because I want to bring in the Glossy Dots assortment. And I'm going to take a medium purple one, which is Gorgeous Grape, and put it about there. And this is probably like more like a Coastal Cabana color, and I'm going to put that there. I just like the variation in the color. And actually I think I may bring in, I'm going to bring in, no, I want to bring in a large gold sequin and put it there. And that's all I'm going to do for the front. And there is the completed front. Kind of pretty. Now I have, let's see, I have the inside piece, which measures 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to stamp it with, where's my stamp set that I was using? The Charming Sentiments. And I'm going to stamp it with Wishing You Everything Wonderful. And I already have it mounted on the acrylic block, and I'm going to use some my trusty old black ink, Memento Tuxedo Black. This is awesome stuff. If you're just starting out in card making and you don't have colors, you can't go wrong with just starting out with black ink. Now let's see if I can do this straight without getting my head in the camera. There we go. Lovely. Now the only other thing I want to do is I have this small acrylic block, and I want to stamp this flower that I was just showing you from the Queen Bee stamp set, this little flower. And I want to stamp 3 of them on the inside. I'm going to start with Fresh Freesia. Let's put it just there. Just adds a pop of color on the inside. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to get my Simply Chamois, which looks like I probably need to get a new one, but honestly, this, even though it looks so inky, the way the Simply Chamois works is it does not transfer the ink back onto your stamp. I don't know how they do it, but it just doesn't. And it's a great way. This is like a really economical way of cleaning your stamps because you only have to wet it with water. It's like a sponge. And if it dries out, because occasionally they do, you just put it under water again and just get it so that it's pliable. And you only need one. You're not like you have to keep buying like packs of baby wipes or. This thing is great. I don't know how long I've had it, pretty long time, because I can see some of the images and the sentiments on it that I was wiping off, and they're from several years ago. All right, this color is Orchid Oasis. So I just did Fresh Freesia. Now we're doing Orchid Oasis. I'm going to clean it again. And we're going to just do one more color, which is, I'm going to do a Daffodil Delight. And that's it. Okay, put that aside. And now I can mount this on the inside of my card and we will be done. Not bad, like a 20-minute card. Okay. See how those give it just a little bit of a pop of color on the inside. There you have it. Let me pop these up a little bit more. This shimmer paper is so lovely, and if you like to add a little pop of shimmer to your cards, this is an easy, clean way of doing it. Use a few gem dots, whatever you happen to have on hand. I mean, I used the ones that I happened to have, but you can use whichever ones you have. The Pretty Flowers embossing folder gives the background a little bit extra visual interest. But overall, it's pretty much of a simple card to come together, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I appreciate that you joined me. If you like what I'm showing you, then please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you can be notified when I upload new content. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I will be putting additional links in the description below. I will be putting a full list of supplies and a link to my blog where you can subscribe to my monthly newsletter where I provide an exclusive tutorial that's available only to my subscribers. So I hope that you will join me again. I appreciate that you joined me today. So thank you and bye-bye for now.